Hello, this is a presentation for nursing students on how to use CINAHL Complete and MEDLINE Complete databases together effectively. In order to get the most from these databases, you need to have completed a few preliminary steps. Make sure you have a good PICO question, identify the keywords and concepts in your question, and know how to navigate to the databases. These 3 video tutorials took you through these steps. This presentation assumes that you already have a good PICO question of your own, but for demonstration, I'll be using this PICO question. Does exercise decrease mortality within 1 year of a heart attack for adult women? This question has all 4 of the required PICO elements that we are familiar with. Here, the PICO areas in this question are highlighted. Our population of interest is adult women who have had a heart attack. Our intervention is exercise, our comparison term is decrease, and our outcome is mortality. When you navigate to the library, you should see this advanced search interface. This is where we're starting. But before you use the database, you should sign in. Look in the upper right-hand corner of the web page and you'll see a dark blue menu bar and click sign in. If you already have an account, you can log in here with the username and password that you created. If you don't have an account, click the create a new account link, and this will be a personal account under your own name. So this personal account will allow you to keep your search history over time so that you can leave and come back to it. If you don't log in with your own username, your search history will disappear after you leave your browsing session. Now, under these your own username account, you can save preferences, organize your research with folders, share your folders with others to work collaboratively, save and retrieve your search history, and you'll see the value of this in coming slides. Create email alerts or RSS feeds for when relevant new articles are published in your topic in the future, and gain access to your saved research remotely. The way to search the databases successfully, I think, is to do several initial searches as building blocks to combine later. The keywords and phrases identified from the PICO question will be used to create the building blocks. The keywords in our example here are exercise, decreased, mortality, a heart attack, and adult women. It doesn't matter which one we do first. We will be creating building blocks by searching one keyword or phrase at a time, though, from our PICO question. Remember the Boolean OR operator from our previous tutorials? Then we will combine each of these building blocks to develop more specific searches, and then we'll be using the AND Boolean operator. In thinking about other keywords to use for the concept of exercise, I added physical activity. So I'll be searching for exercise and physical activity. Or should I say exercise or physical activity? Remember how Boolean operators work. Or produces more results. I have entered exercise or physical activity into the same search box because you can do that. Note that OR does not really need to be capitalized here, but it does help our research to search clear when I read it. And some other databases do require Boolean operators to be capitalized, so I get in a habit of doing that. But if I did put them in 2 separate boxes, I would have to change the Boolean operator from AND to OR here to get more. When you get the list of results, there will be a number at the top. This one means that I have found almost 1.5 million items with either the word exercise or the phrase physical activity in them. But that's okay. Just as this is just one of my building blocks, I'll be able to use it later. My next search term is more complex and will require me to create 2 new building blocks. To start a new search unrelated to exercise, we click on New Search and click Clear on the far right-hand side of the search box to remove the previous search from the search box and prepare to start a new one. For my next Pico element, I used the search terms heart attack or heart arrest and got nearly 50,000 hits. Not as many as the last search, but it's still quite a few. So to go on to my next new search, I click on New Search again and Clear again. Now, for the next one, here I think it is useful to introduce truncation and wildcards. You can truncate by using a question mark to substitute any single letter in a search term so that any letter will fill that spot. In this case, because the plural of woman is women, I'm going to use a question mark to search both. An asterisk is called a wildcard and can be used in place of 0 to more characters. In my case, female asterisk will find female and females. Wildcards can find words with the same roots and multiple endings. However, this example shows how the use of wildcards could also expand your search well beyond what you're interested in. Truncation and wildcards are defined in the database's help pages. If you need a reminder as you're searching in the future, just click on the help page and look for that. With this search, I'm looking for the terms women, woman, women's or woman's with or without an apostrophe. I got over 12 million hits with this search. Note that I didn't include the word adult in the search because we can limit our search by age range later. Now it's the time to get ready to combine the building blocks that I've made. First, click Search History to display the building blocks searches that you've already done. Now don't forget to clear the last search you did from the advanced search box. Now once we've searched our terms individually, we can create our building blocks. We can combine them in a very simple way to get good results. Now you click on the boxes next to the searches that you want to include, and then click the search with and button. This was Boolean and. Remember, we used or to make the building blocks, trying to include as much as possible to represent each of these concepts. Now we search with and to exclude any items that don't meet all of my criteria. Now for the sake of brevity, I've not created all of the building blocks from my Pico question for this demonstration. My search with and is now included in my search history as S4, which returned 5,593 items. Since search 4 combines the first 3 previous building blocks, these 5,000 plus items are more relevant to my Pico question. S4 becomes a new building block, and I can limit these results further. Look on the left of your results for the Refine Results column. Click Limit To, click Show More just directly below the publication date, and then watch out for a pop-out. The pop-up shows all the ways that you can filter your search, many of which were on the front page every time we started a new search. Be sure to check these boxes, full text, to be able to download or read the entire article online. Peer-reviewed, which is scholarly, not popular magazines. Evidence-based practice, unfortunately you can't see that with this demonstration, but it's in this list, and then the publication date. You'll probably want to specify the past 5 years. Of course, you can use other limiters here as well. Now that we have some results, let's start to look at them. Scroll down to the first item in the results list. Every item in the list has clues that you can use to give you a sense of what you have. You have the title. You can click on it to get more information about the article. The media type, which in this case is this article is from an academic journal, meaning that it is peer-reviewed or scholarly. The abstract, which is of course the short summary of this article. Subjects, this actually provides good suggestions for additional search terms. Availability, this article is available for immediate reading by clicking on PDF full text. And then you can click on this folder icon to save this item in your personal EBSCOhost folder. If you signed in, you could come back to this later in later sessions. But if you forgot to sign in, it's not too late. You can do it now. If you change your mind about saving this, you can click the icon again and remove it from your folder immediately. When you have saved something in your folder, it will look like this in the toolbar. Just click on it anytime to review your saved items. Now, one more thing. When you click on an article, you will notice that there are tools on the right column. One very helpful tool is the citation generator. You click on Cite and choose your preferred style guide. APA is required for nursing. It'll stay that way as your default after you do it the first time. The recommended reference citation for this article will then appear. You just copy and paste it into your Word document. But notice the warning in the blue at the top. EBSCO makes mistakes. You are responsible for checking the details of these citations and correcting any mistakes. Remember, EBSCO is not turning in the assignment for a grade. You are. So hopefully this tutorial will be helpful in your evidence-based practice research. Your professor, fellow students, and colleagues will be good resources as well, but sometimes you just need a librarian. In that case, feel free to contact me. Thank you.